Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff today. I'm reviewing the song Portrait of a Headless Man by Septicflesh. As always, this song comes to you as a request from one of my viewers, so if you would like to request something, just leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to add it to my list. And hey, while you're down there, you can like the video, subscribe to the channel. You can also check the description to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, or TikTok. Alright guys, anyway, I don't think I've ever heard anything from Septicflesh, but just judging by the name of the band, the name of the song, and the artwork here, I'm guessing this is going to be a pretty heavy song. I'm guessing we're dealing with some heavy metal here, so I say we jump right in and, hopefully we get a good song out of it. So here we go again, Portrait of a Headless Man, Septicflesh. Let's do it. Oh, I've got the official video too, so if it gets blocked, I'll put something here to block it, and yeah, at least I watched it, I guess. Oh shit. The headless man, I guess he is just a head at this point. It's interesting. It's very interesting. creepy. Yeah, okay, I'm glad I watched the music video because it was very like creepy and kind of gross. And my cat's meowing in the background. Uh, but yeah, I like that a whole lot. It's after watching like a horror movie of a music video, and my cat starts yowling in the background. Hey, I was like, oh, what does that sound? It's just her. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I liked that a whole lot. You know, when the song first started, I was like, this is not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. And then kind of gets into it, and I was like, okay, this is as heavy as I thought it was going to be. But it was very interesting because it also had those symphonic elements to it that just made it that much more like epic sounding, which I think is probably the purpose of it, right? But yeah, I liked that a whole lot. So 2017 looks like is when this one came out. So anyway, let's break this one down like we always do, of course, starting with the lyrics. So let's see. Intros. Sotiris, Viennas, and Spiros Antonia. I'm guessing those are the people who are singing. In a world controlled by fire, psychotic preachers thrive. Okay, that makes sense. In a kind of violent and chaotic world, if you are sort of psychotic, you're going to do great. They use the waves to bind us. They use the screens to blind us. I'm guessing they're talking about technology, right? Our phones, perhaps. I joined Headless forces. They told us what to do. We worked, we fought, we bled. A cogwheel in the system, a ghost in the machine. In my private thoughts, only pain felt real. And so, to me, this is a very like real critique, perhaps, of capitalism, right? Or I guess our current system, just in general. And so, you know, the portrait of a headless man, not actually like like the headless horseman or whatever, but in an idea being more so like headless as in like being brainless, not having a mind of your own, essentially. I joined Headless forces. They told us what to do. And then again, we worked, we fought, we bled, a cogwheel in the system. So basically, the system is controlling us. Maybe they're controlling us through information. They're controlling us through our phones, being complacent, that kind of thing, I think is what he's getting at. Cry, I'm crying in the portrait of a headless man. Laugh, I'm laughing in the portrait of a headless man. I am a man with strong regrets. I followed great deceivers, believed in headless leaders. They played their game, true sons of Cain. As in Cain and Abel, he's the one who like killed Abel, right? So maybe they're just like truly violent. I don't know the whole story from the Bible, but I'm sure someone can fill me in on that one. But I was a hopeless dreamer with my head deep in the clouds. So yeah, I mean, just someone who strong regrets because they followed great deceivers. You know, these headless leaders and the brainless. You know, not really thinking. Maybe getting wrapped up in the political system. More joined the fiery leaders, and blood was shed in rivers. Those without a mind had to pick our side with the use of fearsome methods. One more empty frame, ready for display on a gallery of headless portraits. So again, when you sort of just follow the crowd, follow what everybody else is doing, you become headless, right? Like you're brainless. You don't have a mind of your own. And so I wonder if it's maybe more so about sort of just going along with evil. I think back to like Nazi Germany, and a lot of the soldiers were just like, hey, we were just following orders. So again, that sort of mindless cycle of violence just because that's what you're told to do. And so I think it's kind of interesting. I feel like there's a lot of applications in this song lyrically. Cry, I'm crying in the portrait of a headless man. Laugh, I'm laughing in the portrait of a headless man. Yeah, I mean, I think lyrically this one's fantastic. Again, there's a few different ways that you could kind of read it, and I'm curious as to know sort of what their intentions behind the lyrics were. But there were definitely a few lines as I was listening, even that I was just like, okay, that's a great line. I like that a lot. So lyrically, I'm giving this one 2 thumbs up for sure. As far as the instrumentation and vocals go, I liked the, I guess, more melodic singing. It was still pretty heavy, but also enjoyed the kind of screaming, growling vocals. I didn't think it was too like over the top or anything like that. It just added some nice like heaviness to the song with that vocal performance. Really enjoyed the guitar work. There's some really nice guitar riffs in there that were like just nice and heavy and just really fit with the core of the song. And then the strings really took me by surprise. I was not expecting this to be, a more like symphonic take on metal. So I'm just taking a quick look at some of the credits here. So drumming I thought was great. Bass guitar, like I said, everything was great there. So I'm looking at the instruments. Oud, I don't know how to say that. Duduk, orchestra. I mean, all the, you got the strings, you got some other, I guess, the oud or whatever. I mean, I call it like the Egypt sound just because, a lot of like movies that take place in Egypt or whatever, you kind of use some of those same sounds, So, I dig it a lot. Instrumentally, vocally, I'm giving it 2 thumbs up. Had a great time listening to it. As far as replay value goes, I will say it's probably a little bit heavier than I guess what I normally listen to on a day-to-day basis. But with that said, I mean, I do listen to heavy music, and there's definitely a time and place for heavy music like this. Typically, when I'm working out or sometimes even just driving in my car, you're just kind of jamming out to something, So I definitely think this has a spot on my playlist, and I think it's going to get some plays. So for that, I'm going to give it a thumb up for replay value. Overall, a really great song. Thank you so much for whoever requested this one. I think this one's been sitting in the list for a while, so sorry it took me so long to get to your request, but hey, hope you enjoyed the review. As always, if you enjoyed the music, go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. And then if you want to support me, just, all the normal stuff you do on YouTube. Like and subscribe and comment. You can also check the description to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, or TikTok. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.